Hey, Chubbies, we got a blast from the past. Mr. Matt Mahoney's with us here this evening. He's going to tell us all about how a podcast bridged the gap between him and his brother and his dad. And we're going to get to see what Mahoney's been doing for the last year since we had him on the show. So stay tuned. Thanks for checking us out. Make sure you check out our website at chubbyguyspodcast.com.
Are you ready for some board smashing, egos clashing, bodies crashing, PWA action? Live August 27th in Jackson, Ohio. What you gonna do when the PWA runs wild over you, Chubbies?
Wow, that guy's intense, man.
Who is that guy?
I don't know. Where'd he come from, man? Where'd that guy come from?
Jeez.
Hey, Pudge, what time is
It's
it?
time for the Chubby Guys podcast.
Woo!
Actually, I do. And I just got
Put that thing right in front of your mouth there.
my first Apple Watch, which is new to me. You know,
You win Apple? A savage like you win Apple?
I got a new phone, and they said, "Hey, we're going to give you this for $30. Do you want it?"
Oh, well, I mean,
Like,
that's
yeah,
not
I'll
bad.
take it.
Do you wish you'd win Apple?
Me, no.
Yeah,
No,
I don't.
Dude, listen, I love that Garmin, and I'm not even savage enough to wear it. Like, me and Mahoney should probably trade watches.
You gotta get you one of these, bud.
I mean, you know,
Listen, that thing, that's a machine.
it is. It's unreal, dude.
Are we 2 years? Are we 2 years on? Over 2 years.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're over 2
Yeah.
years. I mean, the paint, everything just washes right off of it. I paint in it, swim in it.
I never take it off.
No.
I mean, this was a rare occasion where I let it absolutely die. That normally, and that's on
That
me.
tan line.
Yeah.
Tan line.
Yeah, I got one.
You
too.
have anger tattooed on your wrist, Mahoney. Why are you so angry? Does anybody ever ask you this? Does Misty ever ask you why are you so angry?
Oh, actually, that tattoo is about her.
Is it?
Yeah.
Does Misty get the,
I got the
what's
other
pain?
wrist.
Jesus said, what's pain?
Pudge, you might not know this, but I got a lot of issues.
What tattoos do you have?
Oh man,
How many hours do you have logged in getting ink?
I've basically got a complete shirt.
Do you let me see it? Rip it off there. You don't have to take your whole shirt off. Just pull it up there.
Oh shit,
Jesus.
that's badass. Who does your work, man?
Let's
Plug the guy. I mean, shameless plug.
Well,
Who does that?
I've been to multiple tattoo artists, but who I absolutely am stuck with now, and my wife goes to him, my son goes to him, is his name is Hez out of Waverly. His shop is Hellbilly Tattoos.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And he is everything that,
He right on 23?
yes,
Yeah.
everything he's done on me, he is hand drawn. No stencil. Everything.
First?
Everything's all
He hand
free.
draws it on you first?
Yep.
Well, then there's a lot of trust there.
My God, as a parent of an 8-year-old with a family and moving through life, the best thing I ever did was download the McDonald's app. What a breeze. Order for your family. Pull up. They bring it to you. Easy. Download the app today from McDonald's.
Hey, do you want to help develop your child's athletic ability? Or maybe you want to get off the couch and make yourself a little bit better? They earn the day at AP Prep. Look them up. apprep.info.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you trust that dude.
I give him an idea of what I like. He knows what I like, and he'll draw something up. And everything he's ever drawn on me, great. Let's go with it.
I noticed you don't have any color.
I don't hold color. I had one tattoo that was color, a lot of red in it. You can't tell I've had any color at all.
What takes a special man to pack around some ginger?
That's true.
It takes a special one.
Yeah, I just
I'd like to get one to here. I want to get one to right here. That's all.
I'm looking for an artist, man.
You want one?
Oh, yeah.
Well, what are we doing? A chubby tattoo outing?
I've been wanting a tattoo, I mean, forever. I never knew what to get. Now I know what I'm getting. And let's go.
You guys want to go get our logo on our asses?
Nah, I'm staying away from the logo. Staying away from the
I
logo.
wouldn't do it there, but I mean, yeah.
I'd get the logo.
I want some badass shit, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I have an idea of what I want, but I don't know what I want.
I mean, the thing, like, I look at that arm. That's sweet, dude. I mean,
That's
that's
sweet.
that's badass,
Well,
man.
It's like I started when I was 18. I just wanted one.
Okay.
And people don't realize how addictive.
What
They are.
was your first tattoo, man? Okay, what is stand up so everybody can see it. You don't
What
care
is
to
it?
show it, do you?
What is it?
It's like a phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was no joke. I mean, that's a serious
That's
commitment
a big,
right there.
Yeah. Like when you got that, like you were all in.
Yeah.
But then once you got that one, it's like, I can't stop.
Once
there.
I got that, it was like I got it just because I wanted to say, I got a tattoo.
How's it feel whenever that needle's just pulsating around your nipple?
I don't
It
know that I can handle it.
hurts.
I know I couldn't.
Do you
handle
see?
it.
Just lift it up or show how high you went up
Dude,
on it.
there would be, there would be a 3-inch circle.
Oh
around
yeah, you might as well just take a Maxwell House can,
Dude.
stick it on my tit. I'd give you around that.
yeah. Because if somebody even touches, or tries to touch, like if they get close,
So no titty twisters.
oh my God, dude! Hey,
don't.
I'd flat out fight a man over a titty twist.
I never had any desire to get this many, but Johnny Ornder.
Okay.
Well, he had a bunch.
And when because I had a few and he had more than me, but he was going like every week. I couldn't keep up with him. I'm like, damn, Johnny, you know. And then when he finally
Was it rapid fire like that? Like you were literally going over there.
I started going to get all this done. Every month I went. That was the only way I could do it. I'd get tattooed, take 3 weeks to heal.
How long would it take, man? Like how long did it take to get where you are now?
Well, like I said, I started when I was 18, and I'm 46 now. So
Are you still getting them?
no, actually, I'm done. What I want to get my throat done, but the wife won't let me.
Well,
so
yeah.
you know how that goes.
You want to get your throat down.
You're a savage, Mahoney. I wouldn't want that anywhere near my Adam's apple, dude.
At some of the spots, ribs and everything were brutal. Just
Where
brutal.
was the worst?
My ribs, the sides
Yeah.
going down in the front.
That was bad.
My ribs, that was awful.
Okay.
But
And it's a long time. Like you can't. They're not done in 5 minutes, man.
my longest tattoo was 8 hours. But that was a tribal. It was all black, so it was just was that one there.
Yeah, filling that in is. I bet that gets. Does it eventually just go numb? Or I mean,
It does. Your body will. I don't want to say go into shock, but it starts pushing endorphins and stuff where you just eventually. Once I can make it through the outline, the shading doesn't bother me because shading sometimes there's like up to maybe 15 needles as opposed to just one.
Right.
It's that single one that tears me up the most.
if you can get through that,
Yeah.
you're good.
No.
But you're looking what 2-3 hours?
Usually my tattoos are 3 hours minimum. The ones that I was getting.
You usually take a day off work, don't you? It's kind of like a ritual
well,
for you.
I had to because being out in the sun, fresh ink and stuff like that, and what I do, having to wear long rubber PPE and stuff like that, it just wouldn't vibe. You know, stuff.
I've talked to you several Fridays, and you're like, "Oh, I'm taking off to get a tattoo. I'll stop by." Yeah,
Yeah.
How long does it take to heal, man?
Usually, I 3 days with like Aquaphor on it,
Okay,
and then after 3 days, I go to just regular lotion. But I recommend 2 weeks before you, because I like to go kayaking. I got to be a minimum 2 weeks before I even consider touching creek water with a fresh, because I've seen very bad infections and stuff like that.
So like it's still open a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
dude, creek water.
You just can't trust it. Hey, are you a business owner looking for insurance coverage? Give this guy a call. You know him. You trust him. Jason Gillum, Gillum Insurance, 740-395-0190.
Hey guys, on behalf of the Chubbies, huge thanks to Geiger Brothers Construction. Give them a call at 740-286-0800. They've been great community supporters, and they are a friend of the Chubby program, so thank you, Geiger Brothers Construction. No, don't ever trust it.
Dude, when would I don't even.
Now, if
come in
it comes
contact
between
with
drinking a cup of creek water or death, I'm drinking the creek water.
But it's going to be a lot for you to get.
All
to
right,
that.
all right. Would you rather creek water or human piss?
Creek water. Water.
Yeah, probably. I don't know if I could choke.
But
that
you
down.
just
you know what would be safer?
You're still drinking the same thing.
You know what might be safer?
Piss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flavor is going to be different.
Yeah, a lot different. Yeah, the creek water might even be refreshing if you're really thirsty.
Yeah,
know how many
it's going to be cold.
You know how many
Yeah.
septics run into the creek system around here?
Try not to think about it.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Yeah.
And like, even if I guess they all have it, but even like your cows that are feeding and they're shitting in the stream, and then that's eventually just hitting the water, and it's just, I mean,
Well, that was one of the things, because last time I was
Nature,
here,
bud.
horses,
Yeah.
deer.
you guys asked about those survival classes I went to, and that's definitely one of the things that we discussed. Like, okay, you might be, the water looks great and clear here, but what's, 100 yards up the way here,
Right.
running down into it. chemicals, animals, just
What do you do? Okay, let's go back to the survival situation. We won't stay there long because we went all over that. But okay, you got to drink creek water, or hell, you got to drink out of a puddle or whatever. What do you do? Is there a way to filter that or
boil?
yeah. If
if you got fire? Yeah.
if you got fire in a metal container, then boil it every time. That takes care of pretty much everything. The only thing boiling doesn't get would be like your chemicals. Stuff like that. But for the most part, Girardi and stuff
Gas.
like that.
Yeah.
Boiling is the way to go. Now they have filters. But
What about these little straws, the survival straws with the filters in them? Do those work?
Oh yeah.
I'll take everything out of it.
I'll take everything out of it.
Okay.
Grail makes a filter that is just phenomenal because that's you go over to India, places like that. These are the types of filters they use. So the muddiest, nastiest water, it tastes great.
So you can literally you can literally scoop a cup out of anything and put that straw in there with the filter.
You would stick it in a cup of my piss.
Again, it's more
It still comes down to what it is.
yeah.
And to prove a point, no, I would not do that. But you could, but technically you don't even have to do a filter for that.
Right. That's sterile. Dude.
It's sterile. You don't have to do it for that. But we're talking, something to keep in your truck, Jeep, whatever you're out, whatever.
Yeah.
And because I don't know how many gallons you can get through something like that.
Like, could you drink out of a puddle or something with one of those straws?
Yeah. You could.
Wow. I mean,
You go get you one?
No. I don't plan on putting myself in a situation like that. However, I mean, it's easy for a man to get stranded.
Well, I'd say if anybody's in danger of doing it, it's you. What if one of those planes that you jump on would go down, and somewhere, and you had to last there for a little while?
Yeah, maybe I'd be like, I mean, if I didn't incinerate, it'd be rough.
You're probably in more danger than me and him are.
Right.
I can always walk home.
Yeah.
Well, like I say, now that was one of the reasons because that's when I'd got my pilot's license. Why I started looking into things like that for what if.
Oh, yeah, because if you had to land. Yeah.
That's my new bug. That's what I want to do.
What?
Get my pilot's license.
Oh, it's awesome.
God, everybody's got a pilot's license now, man. Last 4 or 5 guys we've interviewed are flying.
I got my license, did one flight after I got my license, got spooked, never went back.
What spooked you?
Oh, you said what spooked you? Yeah.
Crosswind landing. It knocked me nose straight up, and I thought, I'm dead. Slammed on the ground, and I shut my eyes like, okay, I'm down. Parked it, done. I'd like to get back into it.
But you went nose up,
Yeah.
and you thought it was going to flip you back.
I just
Crush the
thought
cab
this
or
wasn't
what?
going to be good, and I'm dead.
Yeah.
By yourself?
Because,
Yeah.
well, I mean, the margin for error, dude,
Oh, yeah.
is small.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
Single engine?
Yeah, single engine Cessna. Same one that I'd took my classes in and stuff. Swank was my instructor. And he's a phenomenal pilot and stuff like that.
I went to air show Saturday. That's what gave me the bug.
I'm going to see the Blue Angels in September in Virginia. And
how long ago was that, Matt, that you got that?
oh man,
Fighting days.
it was actually before I did the fight. So I want to say I was.
You wanted to die there for a minute.
Jesus,
now these
man.
tattoos are starting to explain something.
Yeah, I mean,
Pain and
holy
anger.
shit, man, this guy
a
was
lot
not
of emotional baggage.
wow.
I told
Wow.
you that.
Wow.
You weren't afraid of shit, though, man.
Mother Nature didn't kill me. Let's
Well,
jump in the ring with the
Well, that's
professional.
it. I can't say I wasn't afraid of anything. I'm afraid of a lot of things, but I had to. Well, let's,
He's trying to
You're
get
going
over
to
it.
tackle.
Yeah, I was
yeah,
trying
to get
you're
over
like,
something.
yeah, I'm going to tackle that.
yeah, and every one of them sucked. So I learned quick. Like maybe I need to get something different going on here. Kayaking, yes, that's nice.
Yeah.
easy, simple,
Yeah.
relaxing.
Yeah.
So I got to hear the story. Let's get to it. I want to hear a story about your dad.
Okay.
You stopped me. So I told Reynolds I was down at the baseball field this spring and just walked up on the bank. You drove by. Remember that? And you were like,
Yeah.
hey, I got to tell you something. And
Yeah.
so you said you guys had talked after he had watched your podcast.
Yeah.
So, this is a success story for the Chubbies.
Yes,
It's awesome.
it's a
When no, let's go back though. Like when was the podcast?
When did we have
had
Mahoney
this?
on there? I thought we had you on
it was
February.
It was
of
before
21.
COVID.
No.
No, it was after.
After. We
You
didn't start.
sure?
Yeah, we didn't start this till after
yeah,
COVID.
it was after we started.
Well,
Kind
those 2
during.
years I've kind of.
We started
was-
we started this in about September or October. It was September of 2020.
Yeah, I believe
when
we
we
had him
started.
in the building over there, dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
he was upstairs.
upstairs.
But he was one of the first ones
Yeah,
upstairs.
he was. Yes, he
Yeah.
was.
So you were probably 2 years ago. What episode was he, Tyler? Are you going to talk?
I'm looking.
We caught him a little quick. He's like, "Don't call me out yet, man. Come on."
Tyler, come on, man. We're all back.
Well, no, you know what number it was because you were saying that we should all like have like T-shirts.
23, I'm thinking?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, that's
Yeah, I
early.
thought- yeah, I
that's
thought
early.
that'd
then,
been-
then you
Yeah,
were
yeah.
probably 21. You were probably in the early. You were probably March or February or March of 21,
21. Yeah.
wasn't he? Tyler, how long is this going to take you?
He's right. 23. It was a year ago.
A year ago.
A year ago.
1 year ago.
Cool.
That's it. You were last September,
December 15th of 2020.
December 15th of 2020. That's not a year ago,
Yeah.
Tyler. That's a year and 8 months ago.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's what YouTube says.
Yeah.
December
So yeah,
15th.
see, I was pretty much before a lot of the bad stuff was covered. But yeah, anyway, yeah, it was, and I'm going to thank COVID kind of in a way because with all that stuff going on, isolation, people passing and stuff like that, and my brother and my dad, we haven't talked in 30 years.
Okay.
And, you know,
So you were 15 last time you talked to him?
the last time we saw each other, I was around 15.
Now, were they from Jackson as well, Matt? Or
No, they, when my dad and mom had got married, they were in Virginia in the Navy. And
Okay.
and mom's family was here.
Oh, okay.
And so mom and dad moved back here. We had same dad, different mothers.
Okay.
You and your brother?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was at the end of June, July last year. I was sitting, me and the wife was sitting on the front porch, and I just had my phone. I was like, I'm going to send my brother a friend request, and we'll see what happens. And of course, Misty was kind of like, oh God. And I said, hey,
I could go either way with you.
it could go either way with me. It
Yeah.
could- but I thought, it was something I was afraid of. It's like, well, let's do it. Let's see what happens.
Best
Yeah,
way to
yeah.
overcome it. Let's do it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like a day or two later, he accepted. And I told Miss, like, my brother accepted. She's like, now what? I'm like, I don't know. Let's see.
Mahoney don't like it when something good happens. You know?
Yeah.
He's
I'm
not
not-
used to that.
I'm not prepared for good, happy things. And so we started just kind of messaging each other.
So you knew who each other. I mean, he knew who you were. Yeah.
He's just 10 years older than me.
So he'd probably creeped your page. You'd creeped his.
Once we met again, he had told me, his girlfriend had told me, she says, yeah, when he told me that he had a brother, I pulled him up. Well, yeah, he's still in Jackson right here and stuff like that, But it was kind of the same thing. He was kind of, like I say, 30 years. He doing his thing. I'm doing. I don't even know what happened really. Why we?
30 years ago.
Yeah. I've made up so many different scenarios of like, why aren't we talking?
Were you angry with him, man?
It was something, like I say, and I'm sure that's what it was. And I guess I've made up my own.
A lot of turmoil
Scenario-
in that lifestyle, though.
Yeah.
Split, blended family. There's
Yeah.
always turmoil.
Yeah, and my mother's side of the family didn't like them, so they're feeding me all this. Hey, they don't like you. Then and that.
Fed it.
Yeah,
Sure, sure.
You get kind of brainwashed in a way. But finally, I said, I'd had enough because there wasn't a day that went by I wasn't thinking about my dad or my brother at some point, and I was
Yeah.
tired
Sure.
of thinking.
Was it a hole?
Yeah,
I'd say it was.
that's what a lot of this stuff here is, trying to
Yeah.
fill something.
Yeah.
You're probably right. Yeah.
Oh, I know I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
those right there, I got those the year before because I was to a point where I wasn't in a good place.
Mentally.
Yeah, and that was one of the things I thought I need to address this. If it works out great, if not, at least I tried.
Well, Matt, is it a thing? As you get older, right? You had a wife and a kid. And he got older, and he was were you kind of at a place in your life like, well, hey, man, I've got a little bit more mature perspective.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to be pissed off.
Yeah.
But let's, or what was it, man?
Well, and that's when I go back to COVID. I wasn't going to let there be a chance where, say, somebody passed,
yeah.
and I didn't get a chance to find out.
To do your thing.
Yeah, was it
At least try.
At least try. Did they feel the same way? Did they want to talk to me too? And I wasn't going to, because if something would have happened and I missed that opportunity, me being the way that I am, as self-destructive as I can be with the things I tell myself,
Sure.
is like, I'm not putting myself through this. Misty don't want to see me go through that. And so I said, well,
Well, I mean, would you say that at that point, at what point did the anger pass? and you're like, hey man, you know what? I mean, I want to know more. I want.
I bet the anger didn't set into like a little bit into it till you got comfortable. And you probably didn't even have anger set in. Some more of a question of anger.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so
know,
you didn't feel like a man, you know.
No, he's probably happy.
Forgive me. Yeah, like you weren't like, fuck these guys or whatever. I can't think of a better way to say it.
And when I talked to my brother, he kind of, was telling me this kind of same thing. It was kind of like, hey, I just figured you did your thing, I did my thing. And so many people in Jackson never knew that
I didn't know you had a brother.
Yeah, I didn't
and
either.
he was telling me the same things because Misty and I we went down there in May to see him for the first time. And they're like, yeah, people are like, what do you mean you got a brother? It's like, well, like I say, 30 years, we don't. Yeah. It's just.
How close were you 0 to 15 with him?
0 to 15.
Age-wise.
Like before it all left.
Did you live in the same house?
Yes. I was 5. I was 5. He was 15 when Mom and Dad split. And he went with Dad to New York with my dad's side of the family and everything. And
you stayed with Mom?
Yeah, I stayed with Mom. And then he'd actually looked me up when I was, I want to say, 12, 13, and we started talking then. And, a couple of years, like I say, and then for whatever reason, like I say, this side of the family, the Ohio side of the family, is kind of like, they weren't happy with the whole.
It made them nervous.
And you had to live with them here,
Yeah. And, I kind of just did things just to avoid headache. I was like, I just, let it go. Because, like I say, he lives in Virginia, that far away. It's not like we're bumping into each other and stuff. And,
wasn't in your face.
Yeah. Yeah. And, but like I say, it just got to the point where, I miss my brother. I miss my dad.
Yeah.
I want some sort of, I want them to meet, my dad. Because my brother's got 2 boys. Grandkids. So I met all these people that was like, man, I didn't realize there was this many Mahoneys out there. And stuff.
Yeah, man.
And they didn't realize that, I had a son and that was my son didn't know. He's like, Dad, I didn't know you had a brother.
Isn't it scary? Like, I mean, not to get off tangent topic, but isn't it scary? Like, you could marry a relation and probably not even know it.
Yeah.
Like, if you didn't live in a small town, like, let's say you had a third cousin in New York City.
Yeah.
Would you even know them?
Well, that's it. I've got a ton of relatives in New York. I have a clue.
Well, so how does this come about, dude?
Like I said, I finally got to a point where I was tired of being, you hear the saying, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Sure.
I was tired of being angry over something that I didn't know what I was even being angry over. Like I say, didn't have a clue. Because sometimes, Misty would ask me, she's like, what did happen? I'm like, I really don't know.
She's been with you forever.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
yeah.
But like you didn't really have memories of.
For 20 years you'd forgotten.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. And you tell yourself a story like, whatever to get you through of not, and like I say, where people didn't know, no one was ever coming to say, oh, how's your brother doing or something?
Yeah.
So I never had that, people asking and stuff like that. But when I finally did, and like I say, when he accepted my friend request, then the next day, my dad sent me a friend request. I was like,
oh, man,
we're getting into this, aren't we?
Yeah.
So what I did, because it was like, man, this is everything from 30 years ago on, no more. We're starting brand new. We're starting fresh. And so what I did, I sent them the podcast with you guys.
Yeah.
And so they watched it. Dad watched it.
He's think we was a bunch of goofs.
He's like, what are you hanging out those two? What are you hanging out those two for?
No one said anything like that, but they're just kind of like, man, were you busy those couple of days? I said, yeah, constantly just trying to do something, keeping your mind off things or whatever the reasons I was doing the things that I was doing. But it was funny because a couple of them said, because I got to, Misty and I went down and met them all. And some of them were coming and say, hey, I really liked watching your podcast because it kind of gave me an idea of who you are coming into who is this guy that all of a sudden we got another family member.
Right.
So that made it was much easier for me going in because they all watched it. It's like, okay.
And they felt like they knew you.
Yeah.
A little more.
So your guys' show made a big impact on
cheers.
with
Dude, that's awesome, man.
Hey, that's
I'll
great,
tell
dude.
you what, dude.
you know,
That's awesome.
so
Well, there's been several times over these last couple of years that it's been hard for us to continue this.
yeah.
I mean, it's so we always want it to go on. We're just constantly facing or challenges as far as how to keep it going efficiently.
Yeah.
But the beauty of it is, what's there is there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
never
easy.
going away.
Yeah, and I mean, if somebody says, "Well, when you guys going to come out with a new one?" Well, we got 100 and some. Go watch.
I'm sure you haven't seen them all.
I'm sure you haven't seen them all.
Yeah.
Well, but I'll tell you what, Matt. Like that is so cool. I mean, the fact that we were a little bit of a part of it, I think is great.
Cool.
But like the thing that I think is cool is that you got the place in your life where you're like, hey, look, man, I'm not mad at you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just like you say, let's start.
Yeah. We're
At zero.
we're starting fresh.
So how did that go, man?
Well,
I mean-
the drive down, I'm just nervous as can be. We get to the hotel and call him, say, hey, we're here, because he says, well, me and my girlfriend, we're going to pick you up, take you out to dinner.
Now, did you bring your son too?
No,
This is just you, or did Misty go?
no. I could not have done this without my wife.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
no way.
yeah.
Listen, I
And,
think we all pretty well know that about you.
Without her, I'm basically screwed. And I admit that, no problem.
Yeah.
But they called and said, all right, we'll be there in 10 minutes. Like, okay. And I heard that. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, boy,
Well, that was a big inhale.
It was.
I'll bet.
And
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, that's basically it.
But you were open to it, man.
Yeah, I
mean,
I wanted it, and
Embracing hugs,
Yes.
handshakes.
Well, I mean,
it was a hug,
Well, and like I'm saying, like, were you truly there where it's like, all right, let's start this fresh, man. I'm not mad at anybody.
Yeah, it was.
Nobody was mad at anybody.
No,
there was
none of
no old,
none of it. Yeah, there was whatever. There was no. I never once got the feeling, vibe, anything like, man, there might be a little tension here. There was none of that. It was
As soon as you saw him, it was like, man.
yeah. He come in the door. It was his hug, and which that's was my biggest thing. I was like, man, what's this going to be like? Is it going to be like hey dick,
Yeah, is
however
it gonna be stiff? Or,
and it was nothing like that. It was so opening and so welcoming. I just loved it. So first day we went out to dinner with them. Next day we spent the day together and stuff like that. And the following day then was like, okay, now it's meet the rest of the family.
Okay.
And it's like, okay, now it's starting to set in that I'm going to see my dad too.
Mm-hmm.
And we're all.
Oh, you hadn't seen your dad at this time.
No,
yet.
I hadn't seen him either.
It's just brother.
It was just brother, because I started off with him, and
Testing the water.
yeah, seeing how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
So I was wondering the same thing with my dad. It's like when I meet him for the first time,
What's that going to go like?
is he going to have any issue or stuff? Again, got out, saw him standing there, and I'm just shaking like a leaf, and just walked up to him and gave each other a hug. And how you doing? It's like, great. We're starting day one fresh. But now it's funny because we're sitting there at dinner and there's like 15 people.
Oh, yeah.
They set me in the middle, and I'm just like, my brother's here and Misty's here, my dad's sitting there and everything, and my legs are just a mile a minute. Misty's finally, she's like, she's like, breathe, and I'm just like, okay. But like I say, for our first meeting after that, like I say, we're to the point now where we call each other once a week. I talk to my dad at least once a week.
Oh, man.
So everything is going in the route that I was yearning for, hoping for.
Is it? Do you want to go get your tattoos taken off now?
I'm getting these covered.
Are you?
Yeah.
There you go.
Dude, that's awesome.
Well, like I say, a lot of people, like I say, and when I got them,
I think
Here we are messing with you about him, and now he's getting him kind of. I mean, did we hear this now? Well, hey, ain't I a fucking asshole?
I think chubby guys should take that spot. We bring people together.
Well, like I say, because when I first got these, and Misty knew why I got them, and it was just, I don't know if it was just something for me to look at every day. Like, all right, these are your issues, deal with them. These are what you're afraid of.
Yeah,
deal with it. And then
well, has it is it going smooth now, man? Is it like you guys never were apart?
That's how I feel.
That's
awesome.
Because
like I say, he'll call me up. I call him up.
Has that side of the family been very welcoming to you?
The Mahoney side of the family has been great.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
And family over here, not so much. But like I told him, I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for me.
Yeah, right.
You know,
Yeah, you're over 18.
And the funny thing is, my brother and my dad are extreme hard asses.
Okay.
But now Misty has won them over like you wouldn't believe.
That's what she does.
You know, they don't hug, they don't. But for her, oh yeah,
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
what the hell is this? You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
She comes in one, oh, you're great, you know, and
Yeah, yeah.
everything. So
Pretty much, yeah. It's always been a thing.
yeah, you know,
Yeah, oh, I mean, dude, that is such a great
Oh, that's a
story.
great, yeah.
And the fact that you were able to put any animosity and stuff aside, dude.
yeah. I didn't.
mean-
I didn't want any of that. I didn't ever want to go and say, hey, we need to discuss what happened 30 years ago.
Do you think it would have been different if this happened when you were 25, as opposed to
The
now
attitude-
that you have
yeah.
that you have perspective,
The
and
attitude
a family
I had,
you know.
yeah. Well, that's the big thing. You said their family without Misty and Aaron.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause like I said, I didn't want to carry certain things with me that affected being around them.
Right.
And I didn't want Aaron ever look at me going, well, you know, Dad's holding this grudge and carrying it for years.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Well, and you're sitting there looking at your son and saying, "Man, I would not want that type of
Yeah.
relationship." Like, hey,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
open this thing up, man. I mean,
Yeah.
life's too short.
Being
It
a dad
is.
will change you.
Yeah.
Being a dad change you.
Oh boy.
It does. And, you know, like I say, I'm 46 now. I'm older. My views on so many things are so different than what I ever would have thought.
Oh yeah,
You
it'll
know,
flip
and,
you. Yeah.
You know, so I was just like, yep, we're starting something new here. And
Well, I'm happy for you, bud.
Dude,
Yeah,
I am too. I think that's one of the coolest
Yeah,
stories
I'm
I've
happy
ever
for
heard,
you.
man. I mean, that's just awesome.
well, and it's what's funny is, so we went to a concert when we was there, and my brother and I walking, and later that night, Misty told me, she's like, you and your brother, for not being around each other
Act just like.
almost to a T.
Yeah.
It's kind of freaky how it is. We do a lot of similar things, walk the same way, sound the same way. Now, the one difference with him, now I've never hunted a day in my life. My brother is a hunt once October 3rd
Yeah.
up until January, whatever. He lives, breathes.
Yeah.
Woods.
Yes. He's so it's kind of funny. He's in the woods that way, and I was getting into
You still doing it?
little by little,
What are you doing?
getting old.
You're just relaxing, ain't you?
I'm relaxing now. I don't
Yeah.
really need what I guess, you know, things to take my mind off things because, like I say, I don't.
You've eased some pain.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and so like you were saying, you talk to your dad at least once a week. I mean, are you and your brother
Yeah.
like
getting
pretty tight?
My brother and I,
again,
we talk more
Okay.
because we're either sending each other videos or whatever
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that, and you know, so yeah.
Well, I mean, it's got to be cool. All of a sudden, you see you got nieces and nephews, and
Yeah.
you know, all that kind of stuff too. And
Well,
I mean,
I love being able to say, yeah, I got a brother, or I'll,
Yeah,
I'll start
man.
off a story with my brother, and people are like, the hell are you talking about? You
Hey,
know, right?
I can't say that.
Yeah, you know,
You know?
people
Yeah.
people didn't know, you know,
yeah,
but
yeah.
you know,
Well,
it-
man, I mean, what a great story, man.
Oh,
I
think
mean,
so.
that is just phenomenal. I
well,
mean,
like I say, and you know, I know I've had a reputation of being a dick for a long time. I had a chip on my
that
shoulder.
over?
hey, listen.
It's not really over. It's just
Hey, listen.
mild now.
Hey, Mahoney, let me weigh in on this. I never thought you were a dick, dude.
Oh, lots of people do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, a lot of people.
Apparently, I just didn't know him well enough.
Yeah, a lot of people.
You'll
do.
know if you've ever screwed up. You know, you'll check your Facebook friends. Mahoney will have you out.
Oh, okay.
And it'll be like, what happened? And it'll be like, well, did you say
What?
this
Now-
about
now-
the city?
Now, let me clarify that because I catch so much shit over that. You're like, dude, you deleted me. It's like, dude, I deleted everyone.
Yeah, I didn't.
That was my way of dealing with social
me.
media.
Hurt me.
Fuck it, I delete everyone and I start over.
There you go.
But then again, that also shows me the people that I am friends with because they're just like, yeah, that's Matt. He's just in a mood.
Yeah, he's
You know?
in funk.
Send him another one.
I'm gonna send him a friend request.
But that's what it is. Send him
Followed by a text. It was like, hey, prick. You know?
and that's what I get. They're like, oh yeah, he's pissed again. Send him another. Yeah, I'll accept it. But,
Yeah.
but that's just.
I think that's exactly what I said. I said, hey, prick, did you delete me from Facebook or something?
Yeah,
well, I mean, social media sucks.
it does.
Dude,
tough.
I'm about social media out.
It's tough, bud.
With Facebook especially. I've moved away. I deleted it this summer for about a month. Took a little break.
Yeah.
Got into Instagram, getting back into TikTok because it's entertaining.
Yeah.
Now TikTok is there. I mean, I had to get away from TikTok because I'll sit there and watch those damn videos.
They're hypnotizing. It's the music.
Now-
I do it too much.
We got to
Yeah.
talk now. We're going now. Whenever I start this conversation, I want the camera on Chad.
Okay.
Okay, because I want everybody to see his real look on this. All right, so Instagram, I bought the tobacco-free blood orange fake chew.
Yes.
So here's our first ever fake chew review.
Yeah. A fake chew review. Okay.
Blood orange, buffalo, black buffalo. Now Kofor was using it. Okay, so
yeah, Kofor introduced us.
do I still have the? I still have the can. All right, so take this can.
Yeah.
No, that's not it. That's not it.
No, that was.
I must have thrown it away. Is it over there, Tyler? I think I did throw it away. There's one on my desk. Nope, that's Chad's.
That's mine. There's one on first try.
Well, do you want to try it now? Well, you already tried it.
Well, I already tried it.
Yeah.
So that's why I was going to say I didn't.
Do you want to put one in and just see?
I will again. I'll tell you.
Did you like it?
I did, and I've tried a lot of the fake chews.
Me too.
Yeah. I have chewed some kind of that
30 years.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah. Probably.
You're probably 30 in.
30, 32. Easy. Now, what I did is I had a big hiatus in the middle where I quit. And then, of course, I went back, and I love it. Like, I don't have a huge desire to quit, man. But I know that it's really bad for you.
Okay.
Right?
Tobacco alternative, Black Buffalo.
Yeah. Now
you
listen.
Take one?
Yeah. Do you care?
No.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. It's got... this has a little bit of nicotine in it.
It has nicotine in it. No tobacco.
Yeah, right. Compared to the other stuff, that's a pretty big differentiator.
So it'd be like Nicoderm gum.
Yeah. But you know what? And it's also, the thing I like about it is it's like loose leaf. It's not in pouches.
Oh, I hate pouches.
I can't.
If you're a loose leaf tobacco chewer,
I just can't do it.
Can't do it.
And this is, it is the closest thing I've seen to tobacco. And they called it an alternative. I don't even know what they use. I haven't really been on the website.
Let's just see how it packs in there.
Now I'll tell you what, man. The front end of this thing, it's very easy to pack. Like I chew Copenhagen long cut wintergreen, or whatever, and I switch it around a little bit, but it's always a long cut tobacco.
Mm-hmm. Let me see your finger. How messy is your finger right now?
Not bad.
Dude, that's great. Look here.
Yeah. Dude, I don't need to go wash my hands.
No.
I'm not stained.
Where a lot of that loose leaf fake chew is real greasy.
Oh, it's awful.
It's just real big, chunky leaf.
Hey, it packs great. You put that in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's very similar to me to throwing in a regular rub, chew, dip, whatever you call it.
Mm-hmm.
Now.
So you had one a little bit ago.
Yeah, I did. And the flavor of this is great. This is like orange, blood orange or something. It's delicious. I'd be curious to try some of the other ones.
Did you think that it tastes like orange sherbet?
A little bit. And, but like it's not overbearing.
Mm-mm.
I'm not throwing a chew of cherry skull in my mouth.
No.
Like
still got to burn.
It's subtle. You feel a little bit. And, there's nicotine in it. So, I thought it was a really good substitute. There's only one drawback to it that I found. The only thing I noticed was the dismount, dude.
Yeah.
When you're taking it out, it's a little bit sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd say that just like if you're using any new chew, like sometimes I'm not saying it's as bad as Copenhagen fine cut. Skull fine cut.
It's going to leave a layer in the bottom.
Yeah, like you got to feel like you're going to split again.
Yeah.
Or you want it doesn't come out as clean as what I'd like, but I'll tell you what, I think the sacrifices is there. And I the odds of me signing up for that, pretty good. Yeah. Because I think that it's a good step.
You got to order it. You can't buy it in stores, which we talked about.
Yeah.
Could be a good thing.
Well, I think it is. You get in a habit. So much of these habits, man,
it's just accessibility.
Yeah. And like it is more the process of
doing it.
Right.
I enjoy it, Chew.
Yeah, I do too. God, I do.
I look
It's
forward to it
relaxing.
every night.
I tried to help Shallon with that one time. I took a whole roll of duct tape around his whole can, and he wasn't happy.
Yeah, hell, I'd have probably taken a razor blade to it, got her open, bud.
He did, but it just took a while.
Hey, and for the first time in my life, I told Mindy whenever we got Massachusetts, I went in there to buy Can't Chew.
Yeah.
They don't sell flavored chew. I said, this is the first time in 25 years I haven't had access to my Grizzly Mint.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
About set in a panic attack.
You probably got like a 3-month-old can of Skull Straight or something.
And I could tell.
Oh yeah.
And so that's whenever I decided. I knew that it had me. I mean, Mitch had. You took a break. I haven't.
See, dude, I took a long break, and then I started driving again a lot for work.
Bought you Can't Chew.
And boy, I got weak one night. It was late. I was trying to stay awake.
Was you smoking then, though?
No, not really.
See, every time I quit, I'd start smoking.
Yeah, but I've never smoked in a car. I mean, a cigar maybe, but not. I'm not ripping darts. I mean, and so I saw that in there, man, and there was like some kind of buy one get one free Copenhagen long cut wintergreen. That was my deal. And I was like, I could just have one dip. I'd get me home good. I put that in there, and I mean, you want to talk about sweet nectar, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Canada.
it was like, and I mean, and then I've never gone a day without it since. And, there were a few things though that factored in when I quit. I remember I had my daughter walking through the house spitting in a cup, and that's when it dawned on me, like, that's a bad take, bro.
So you quit then?
Yes. That's
And
why
just
I
picked
quit.
it up then recently?
No, I quit. I mean, she was probably only 2 or 3 years old.
Okay.
And then when she was old enough to realize what the hell I was doing, probably at like 7, I went ahead and started it again.
So you took 5
But
years
now
break.
I got a son. Now I got a son watching me. I mean, the pressure's on, dude. I got to stop this shit.
I do too. Now I don't have any problem if Gibson would ever want to do this. And I know this is bad.
It is, but it's not as
It's not
bad.
as bad.
Yeah,
I just hope he doesn't spend the time doing this like we have.
Yeah.
It's money.
Did you ever go through a chewing phase, Mahoney?
No. I tried smoking, didn't take.
Oh, okay.
But,
See, you've always been a pretty healthy guy, though, man.
No,
I mean,
you didn't get bit by that bug till you was
No.
about 20.
Well, actually, this was way before then, so
Yeah.
I just didn't. But
Yeah.
I was a full blown smoker when I was in the mines.
Oh, dude, I smoked the hell. I mean, hey, listen, man, throw one in front of me when I've had about 5 or 6 beers. The odds
Yeah.
are I'll probably light one up, bud.
Boy, they make me feel.
Oh, it's the worst decision you can ever make. I mean, now listen, the total opposite is I love to smoke a cigar. Drink a glass of bourbon, smoke. So that's the most relaxing thing I can do.
Yeah.
Put on some old music or good music, a cigar, glass of whiskey. That's old, the old school Chad. I got to get rid of this bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Or
no
go to
sense
this.
in. Well, I mean, I've got to at least do that.
You gonna get the wintergreen?
Probably. Got to try it.
I'm gonna order some more. I like it.
I do
Best
too.
one I've done.
But I wish I could order it without having a subscription.
Well, so hold it up there.
Yeah.
What is your give us a Dave Portnoy fake chew review.
All right, fake chew-
one spit. Everybody knows the rules.
Yeah. One spit. Everybody knows the rules. Here's the deal. Okay. Best fake chew I've ever tried. Okay. Great entry, bad dismount.
Flavor.
Flavor, tremendous. Do not like the subscription service. If I could get them
In a store.
on my time or in a store, it would be better.
You don't have to do subscription.
I can just order it and they'll send me one-offs. Okay, it went up a little bit there, about a half
All
point.
right, start over. Go ahead.
Now, I give Black Buffalo Fake Chew a review of 8.3.
It's a high.
It's high.
That's going to be hard to beat.
It's high.
It's high.
It's high.
That's your standard.
Yeah, I like it.
You're going over Smoky Mountain.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
What's Smoky Mountain, 6.5?
Jesus, no, 3.8. I don't know. Like, I've never had a fake chew that was livable until I had this. Honestly. I mean, this is the real deal. And it's kind of not fake either.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. But like, if you're comparing these to like the Zen pouches and stuff like that, no comparison, because you need like the chew, and this gives you that. So I'm all in, man. I'm all in. 8-3.
All right, you heard it here first. Chubby Chad's fake chew review.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, that's it.
Yeah. Hey, take care, y'all.
Tune in.
We'll see you soon.
Hey, coming to an Apple Festival near you. We got merch coming. Special edition Chubby shirts.
Dude, you'll be amazed.
You're gonna love it. BJ has a plan.
Mm-hmm.
His sales attack is tremendous.
Prepare to be closed.
Yes. BJ said, he goes, I got the exact game that we're going to do. He goes, there's a winner in every game. It's just $20.
There you go. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Can it chew with every shirt?
Yeah.
Everybody gets a shirt. There's a winner in every game. To play is $20.
Hey, it's a game. It's a race game.
You just throw the ball over there.
It's a good game.
You win.
Yeah, there we go.
There's your shirt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hit the corner. You
Tune
win.
in, guys. Smash the subscribe
Thanks.
button. Find us on TikTok, Instagram, under Chubby Guys Podcast.
Check out the website.
Check out
and
the
buy
website.
some merch.
Yes, get you.
See.
Hubby hat. See. Bye.